So you're going to save me a half hour in the morning.
I
love you.
I am.
Okay. How do you go about doing that? That's a lot. That's a big chunk of time.
That is a big chunk of time, but I think you would agree that most of us are looking for that extra time in the morning. And half of the way to do that is to take advantage of the time when we're a little more bright, we're a little more together, which isn't usually the morning. So we're going to do a little preparation to make that easy for us. And we're going to start here in the kitchen.
Okay, excellent.
Okay, so breakfast. Key thing that a lot of us want to have happen in the morning, but a lot of us don't have that happen. So in the evening when we're a little brighter, let's think ahead a little bit and think about what we need. So this is what you have for breakfast. We've got our cereal ready. We've got your bowl and spoon. It's saving those seconds of time. That's what it's about. The other thing that goes with breakfast is some fruit, and we talked a little bit about having a smoothie prepared as well.
Yeah, and that's a bit of work, you know, because there's always a lot of chopping and everything.
But you started to prepare that, so we just need to add a little bit of milk for that. So when you come down tomorrow morning, all you're going to do is pop that in the blender, and you're good to go. But first thing to do is to have that coffee on a timer, so when you're walking down, you get that wonderful aroma of coffee hitting you.
So we've dealt with breakfast, but lunch is another thing. I have trouble with this one personally. I rarely get a lunch together, so I end up buying one somewhere, you know, and God knows what it is nutritionally. But anyway, so how can we make that happen?
Well, if you're having trouble in the morning, again, getting that happen, because it's something you can leave out to start the night before. So when you're cooking your evening meal, why not plan a few meals ahead and plan a few lunches ahead? And one thing we've started here is started to work on a salad ahead of time. You can do a big salad that will last you for a few days. You can do some other lunch items that you can get your snack crackers in a baggie. You can have carrots in a baggie. So if you know you want these for your kids, why not get your carrots and put them in 3 or 4 baggies, and your crackers and your cookies. They're already portioned out for us, which is key issue for a lot of us, and they're good and easy to go.
I've got my day timer there too.
Day timer. You have to know where you're going.
It's like, what am I doing today? I never know.
And not only today, the other step to get you prepared and be able to sleep in a little longer is thinking ahead, knowing where you're going later that week. So you're going to be prepared in that, oh, well, I've got a tight schedule, I'm out late tonight, I've got to have that bag packed to get me off to work in the morning, all that sort of thing. So it's a little bit of prep time, looking ahead, knowing where you are, where can you find some efficiencies. And the efficiencies are doing more than one meal, more than one snack, and preparing ahead of time.
So I think we've covered the kitchen, but there are some other tips in other areas of the home we can look at as well.
For sure.
Okay, so you've had your breakfast and everything, taken your vitamins, you've made your lunch, you're heading out the door, and then you forget everything else you were supposed to take. It happens to me all the time.
That's a big area where it breaks down, Heidi. And so a lot of times we try to create something called a launching pad. So that can be just by your doorway. If you have a foyer or a mud room, it's a great place to do that. And what that is, an area to drop some things off that you know are going out, and to get them into that area, because we know we can get them out easier instead of taking your shoes off and running all back through the house again. So a lot of those things are the things that need to go on a daily basis, or things you're trying to get out of the house. Like I think I see here you were saying you were trying to return the library book for a while. So we're going to
avoid those late fees.
So we've created a little basket here for you, and we're going to put some things in, your umbrella that you have to return to your friend. And the other good use of this too is to be able to keep your gloves in your hat.
So the gym bag.
The gym bag.
I have the gym bag.
Yes, and isn't it easy to decide we don't want to go to the gym when it's 7:05 when we're running late, rather than when we pack it the night before and we're good to go. So have that by the door, have that in your launching area, and you're going to get there a lot easier than if you had to make that last minute decision in the morning and say no to that.
Uh-oh, no more excuses.
No more excuses. That's what we're trying to do.
Now, it's easy enough for me to remember what I'm doing. You know, all I need is the day timer really to know what I'm doing day to day. But what about those families that have, you know, kid in hockey, kid in basketball, you know, mom's got events, dad's got events. Is there a way to keep all that organized?
Yeah, it's a big issue. If they have room in a mudroom, I really suggest a bulletin board, so you can get an area for each child. They can be school notices, birthday party invites, things that have to have signatures, and each of their calendars as well if they're different. And that's a great way to make it work. We want to get out of the house quickly, and we want everything at our fingertips to go. So save us time, and it'll allow us to sleep in a little bit more.
Yeah, just like NASA, the launching pad, 3, 2, 1, out. And yes, it is all about getting that extra 30 minutes in the morning, which everyone likes.
And your launching pad will give you some of that time.
Excellent, Colette. Thank you very much.